Howdo, and welcome back to this episode of GeoSketchr. We're into round 4 of abandoned places all over the world. Had a couple of interesting guesses so far. A little bit of a spoiler there. If you haven't seen the episode previous to this, it was a very good episode. Go watch it. Check it out. It'll be, I don't know, linked somewhere. I don't know how all this stuff works. Just trying my best. SP88. Who is that? It's not Polinares. SP. I know that. AP. Right, back to looking. Kilometers an hour. Provincia di Vercelli. Italy, perhaps? Perhaps Italy. Now, because we have started the recording, and then started talking, and then started introducing ourselves, this is GeoSketchr. We jump into GeoGuessr, an online geography-based game. It drops you anywhere in the world on Google Earth, and the aim of the challenge is to draw what we're seeing. Try and fathom exactly where we are on Google Earth and make an educated guess. Today we're exploring abandoned places all over, and because I started the round and then started recording, I don't have as much time as I normally do. We determine the time by a roll of dice. This round we've been gifted by the gods 6 minutes to draw, guess, work out where we are. This isn't tall enough. And try and make a drawing of what we can see. If we can, we paint into it. If we can't, we just leave it as a pencil sketch. The rules in general are that we draw and then we guess. And that we don't stop drawing until we have a guess or are running out of time. And I think here that we are possibly in Italy, because the sign behind us is in kilometers an hour and had the province of Provincia di Vercelli. And Vercelli sounds, to me at least, rather Italian. Could be wrong. If you're interested in these kinds of videos, you know where the like and subscribe button is. Hit them. If you think I'm doing a good job, leave a comment down below. You'll find in the comments down below, in the description down below, a play along link that will let you into the exact same map we're on. You'll have to play first. You'll have to pause and go play first through the first few rounds. Maybe grab some art supplies, do some drawing of your own, or just play along. See if you can beat my scores. At the end of it, you'll see how you've done compared to me and compared to everyone else who partakes in the challenge. We have 1 minute 50 seconds remaining, so we're going to start throwing down a little bit of colour, which is always nice to do when we can. Try and get some colour onto this roof. Bit too red for my liking, so we just brought in a bit of extra brown just to muddy it down a little. There we go, and now I've covered up those things which I wanted to leave. And then the front of the building is very, very pale white, so let's try and grab some white pigment. And we'll give that across the front, 1 minute remaining. Up this tower. And we have ourselves this quaint little church in the Provincia de Valencia, was it? Don't try and remember things and pronounce it at the same time. It's never going to end well. Oh, we got 38 seconds remaining. I want to add more pen. Really make this little drawing pop. Just by adding in those few extra lines. $19 seconds remaining. We are going to put something down in Italy, come in and think. Down here. Let's come down. Let's come further south. Castrovelli. Oh, should have gone further north. Oops. We should have gone further north. Here we are. So that must be the capital of the province. Perhaps. And we've drawn rather, the San Valentino in, I can't quite make out. Can't quite make out the place it says. When you zoom just on the car. No, it's hidden behind. If I click on it, will it tell us where we are in the top left corner on Google Maps? Piedmont. Carpeneto. Carpeneto. North Italy. And that, if you've not joined us before, sums up roughly what this channel's about. We get 6 minutes, we get around, we draw, we guess, we move on. It's a great way, if you're creative anyway, of building up a good sketching practice. Especially with giving yourself that timer. Crikey, this is fancy. Very fancy. Where the heck is it? France, Belgium, somewhere sunnier. It's definitely not England. It looks far too. He says it's not England, and then that definitely says danger. That definitely says keep. So southern England, perhaps somewhere. Well, I've done that very small on that page. I want to fill it with other things. I'll fill it with drawings later. That's for a different round. We need to find a blank page. Some sneak previews at various other drawings and things from previous GeoSketchrs. If you want to see a more relaxed, chilled out version of this, come along to a live stream on a Sunday. Great fun. We chat draw along with me sometimes, and we all help figure out where we are, and really fun, relaxed time. Every Sunday evening as a farewell to the weekend before the work week begins. Come along if it is something that might interest you. But for now, we have this thing to draw. And luckily, much like one of the rounds earlier on in this episode in part 1, we're looking at very simple, quite sort of easy shapes to work with. We've just got a box, a shape for the stairs, this fancy top that seems to, oh no, it does go all the way. It's just the top. It comes across like that. And then we can see this pillar here is completely covered in ivy. That won't be doing good for the stonework. That's the great thing about GeoSketchr, is you get through the medium of GeoGuessr, you get to explore places that you never normally get to see. Like, I imagine anyone that visits this area would have no idea this place exists. It'll be interesting to find out where this place is at the end. Because it will tell us once we've made our guess where we are. And we can see that this is just bricked up, so we're going to take a little bit of time. We've got 2 minutes left, with maybe not that much time, just to indicate the bricks in there. And then indicate that these are steps coming down. And we'll start trying to get these windows in. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's easy enough because we know we've got them. We're going to have one centered. And have one spanning the edge of here, and then one at the edge here, and then this edge here is big block work, shoring up the corners. Then we've got fancy top here along. Come on. I'll have a window coming at this edge of here, a window coming in here, and then more fancy big block work coming at this edge. We've got the remnants of a bricked in window here. Not that I think we're going to have time to differentiate between bricked in and not bricked in. We can quickly differentiate between ones that have got bars across and ones that don't. Because that is an interesting feature of this building, that it's obviously held up by scaffold. Got 1 minute remaining. We can see scaffolding here, which has got that little part of a danger keep out sign attached to it. Then up here, a little bit of this railing. So when you've got 6 minutes to work out where you are and draw, it's not a long time. You think 6 minutes, that's ages. It's really not a long time when you start working. When you start kind of drawing, 6 minutes flies by. And what GeoSketching does, gets you started, gets that creative juices running. Quite often after filming these, I will sit here drawing and doodling away on my own personal work for a little bit longer after. So we're going with south of England, no idea where. Let's say we're somewhere down near Colchester. Couldn't have been further away. It's kind of hard when you get that kind of a regal Mavis Bank house. Mavis Bank house. When you get that kind of regal Regency building, it's very familiar and could be from a whole host of places. It could be from France, it could be from England, it could be anywhere really, because it was a style that they took around the world. So I was happy to get the right country, and that is this episode of GeoSketchr, all complete and over. We can see, I'm going to zoom out so that we don't get too many spoilers. We see one of our guesses in the previous part was a little bit off, but we've made some nice drawings. We can see we've travelled around the globe. If you want to know where that is, you're going to have to go check it out. And then what else have we got? Where else have we been? Just to recap and show. My personal favourite drawing of the evening. This modernist, brutalist, concrete place somewhere in Europe. Let's leave it at that. If you want to find out exactly where, go watch part 1. You know where it is. Thank you very much for joining for this geosketching. I will see you next time for some more creative making. If you like this video and you've stuck through it this long, comment down below. Say, bada bing, bada boom. the secret message, the secret word for the comments below.